recorded live in Jacksonville, Florida. This is Trivial Warfare. More than just a pub quiz, Trivial Warfare is your gateway to a worldwide trivia community. Join your hosts, Jonathan.
We just described Ric Flair as Neanderthal Man and Planet of the Apes.
Chris.
Yo, we going down to Sesame Street.
That's your impression of hardcore rap?
Carmela.
That would irritate the hell out. I'm like, I just want my groceries. My ice cream is melting.
Ben.
4 halogens in that list. Oh my God.
You were like, it's not the halogens. I'm like, no, Ben, no.
Those damn halogens got me again.
And the rest of the Trivial Warfare Army for another week of fun and games. Now here's your host, Jonathan Oakes.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Trivial Warfare. We are the podcast that takes the pub quiz out of the pub and brings it home to you. My name is Jonathan, and I am here today with the lovely and talented Miss Carmela Smith. Hello, Carmela.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We missed you last week.
Aw, thanks.
Absolutely. She is here, though, and that is awesome. We are rejoined by 2 of the 3 players from last week's patron-only episode. It was a lot of fun. Jeremy Cahnmann and Holli Zimmerman are back in the house. Hello, lady and gentleman.
Hello.
Oh, am I the gentleman?
Yeah.
Oh,
for the
all right.
purposes of this intro.
All right, fair enough. Well, hello there, Jonathan. Good to be back.
Thank you. Now we have another person in the room. Michael Zimmerman is in the room, but he told me that he likes to watch, so we're not actually going to have him be a part of the game today.
Oh, wow.
Hashtag true story.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
faux show.
I
So
didn't know that's what I signed up for, but
that's
okay.
what he said.
He's been bad. That's why he's in the corner.
Oh,
He's
my.
thinking about what he did.
if you'll notice, I also put baby in the corner.
Oh, but nobody does that.
Oh my God, he put her all the way in the corner. You dork.
Facing the wall, too.
Facing the wall.
I don't know.
All right, so you guys introduced yourself last week, but the audience for this show, a lot of them don't hear the patron-only episode, so why don't we do this again? Holly, tell everybody where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
I am from Spirit Lake, Iowa, the giant metropolis.
Spirit Lake, what?
Right. By day, I am the patient registration supervisor at our local hospital. By night, Michael and I are the owners of A to Z Trivia. We spend most of our time at Westo Beer in Milford. So we are there once a week and we do our trivia game there. So shout out to the kids at Westo.
Hello, Westo. We love y'all guys, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
You're great. Mr. Jeremy Cahnmann,
Yes, sir.
where you from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
I am from Chicago. I run a little company called Brain Bash Trivia. We do all sorts of bar trivia, private trivia, corporate trivia events. So if you're in Chicago and you want one, brainbashtrivia.com. Get a hold of me. Something fun. I am very much looking forward to this Thanksgiving. I am traveling to Tanzania with my lovely friend Linda.
Wow.
And we're going to see some good friends of mine from college and some cool animals and some awesome scenery.
Do they eat turkey in Tanzania on Thanksgiving?
They do when you're visiting Americans.
How about that?
Yeah.
They're going to take you to KFC.
Yeah.
Famous for
Probably
their
not.
turkey.
Yes.
They might be in Tanzania. It's like OOOFC. No, wait, hold on. KFO. Kentucky Fried Ostrich.
Ostrich is tasty. I don't know if it'd be as good fried, but you ever have an ostrich burger, it's good.
All I know is that's a big bird.
It
It's
is
a
a big bird.
Hey, so we have a little segment that we're going to start right now. It is called Warm It Up, Chris.
It's time to warm it up on Trivial Warfare today. And there's only one person who can warm it up for the TWA, and that's Chris. And sometimes Jonathan.
And the part of Chris today will be played by Holly. Hi, Holly.
Hi.
What are you going to do with us today?
Oh, you never know. So,
I'm not that drunk yet.
Yet being the operative word. So what I am going to do is name the fan groups for musicians, and I wanted you to
Did you say magicians?
No.
No? It's like the Copperheads
No, yes, no.
for David Copperfield?
Musicians.
The musicians.
Maniacs.
Yes.
Musicians.
Yes.
The angels in the outfield?
Exactly.
I think they would just call them mind freaks.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, he probably does have. Yeah, that makes sense.
Honestly, I like angels in the outfield better.
I like the
I do like
Brainiacs,
that.
by the
I
way.
do like that. Anyway, I'm going to name the fan groups, and you need to name the artists of which they are fans.
It's cool. I love it.
All right. So, Jeremy,
That is my name.
number 1 for you, Fanalos.
I would assume that would be Barry Manilow's Fanalos.
That is.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Carmela, Beliebers.
That would be Justin Bieber.
Jonathan,
Yes, ma'am.
J-Lovers.
Jennifer Lopez?
Mm-hmm.
I almost said Lawrence.
Jeremy, Katy Cats.
I will assume that is Katy Perry's fans.
It's actually Kitty Purry's.
Yeah, exactly.
Katy Perry's.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Fans of Kitty Purry.
All right. Carmela, Blockheads.
New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
Really?
I'm so happy you got that.
Oh.
Well, you said musician.
I know I wanted to say like Talking Heads.
Artists. Yes. Yes. I was so
Joey
happy.
Mack is a musician.
So happy for the
He's an
NKOTB
artiste.
poll. Jonathan, Glamberts.
Adam Lambert?
Yes.
Yeah, he is fans. I want to see him live.
That dude
so
has some
bad. He
pipes.
just can sing.
Jeremy, Claymates.
A much lesser American Idol alumni, Clay Aiken.
Do you get your Claymate calendar of the year?
I do not. No, I would take a Glambert calendar.
There you
because
go.
He can frickin' sing.
He can belt it.
Can his calendar sing, Jeremy?
It's
you know what?
Every
Singing
time you
calendars.
actually move a page, it sings
I
for
would
you.
bet. I would not put it past Adam Lambert to put out an outstanding, fabulous calendar, with amazing shots every month. So I would buy an Adam Lambert. Adam Lambert, if you're listening, put out a calendar. I will buy it. It'll go right next to my question today Q&A calendar.
I'm down with
Challenge
that.
extended. All right.
Yeah.
Carmela, Clovers.
Clovers.
Yes. And this, I will say, is a celebrity, and I'm going to use that in the loosest term possible.
Spell it.
Khlovers.
Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
definitely.
why I said the loosest term.
I'm like, I definitely need the spelling.
Wouldn't
for
that be Clovers, not Clovers?
Clovers.
I think you're right. I think it's Clover.
I think it's Clovers for Chloe. Yeah.
Ugh. That's how I spell it. Ugh.
Virginia is for Clovers. Is it Virginia?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes, it's Virginia.
Jonathan, Little Monsters.
Lady Gaga.
Yes. Jeremy, Parahors.
Oh,
Para whores?
really?
Yes.
I wouldn't have imagined that.
Yeah.
Para whores.
I can get this.
Wow. I mean, there's that
This
band
is a very
Paramore,
popular
but I
group
can't-
in the old Roman times.
I can't believe Paramore has a fan base that has a name. I know that's a musical group.
Just answer the thing you said, dude.
Paramore.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're
Fans
right.
are Parahors, yes.
And yeah, they're a great band. Why are you dissing on Paramore?
Like people like them?
Yes, they're good.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I like them.
I like them
I
too.
don't know. I've heard of them. I couldn't name anything by them.
You are in a room with 3 Parahors.
They have surprisingly good songwriting.
They do. Carmela, Maggots.
Magat.
2 G's, OTS.
No idea.
That would be Slipknot. Yes. Always lovely to their fans, they are.
Well, they should call themselves the Slipknotties.
Yeah, that's a little bit too cutesy for those guys.
Yeah.
Considering.
They wear very grotesque masks on stage, so
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You got the
And
opportunity
from
to use
Iowa,
naughty.
so
Yeah.
By the way-
I'm not claiming them, much like Steve King.
I would have gotten that wrong, but I would have been in the right genre. I was going Rancid.
I would have said Nine
Maggots.
Inch Nails.
Yeah.
All right. Jonathan, Grobenites.
Josh Groban? What's a what does he sing?
Christian stuff.
Okay.
Like,
One more time around?
I don't know.
Sure.
Let's do one more.
Jeremy, Rushers.
Spell that, please.
RUSHERS.
I'm gonna. If it's not Rush, that's a really crappy name. But you know,
Fans of Rush Limbaugh.
yeah, those are Ditto Heads.
Oh.
They actually have a name, Rush.
But Big Time Rush. Or Rushers.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I don't want to be a fan of Big Time Rush.
Big Time Rush is a different band than Rush?
Oh, yes. Rush is an awesome band.
I got to be honest with you.
Rush is not.
I bet you that Rush is bigger than Big Time Rush.
Oh, they are much bigger.
Well, there you go. Carmela, Team Breezy.
That sounds familiar.
Team Breezy.
Breezy.
Rhymes with Little Wheezy.
Oh,
Just saying.
Also rhymes with Wheezy herself.
Oh, that is Wheezy. I was like looking at that going, is that Oprah?
Wheezy. I don't know.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Chris
Oh.
Breezy. That's what he called. That's what I was trying to think.
Yeah, that's why I don't know that.
Speaking of idiots.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
All right, last one.
Lambs.
Lambs.
Oh, I know this one.
Spell it.
Like a lamb. Bah.
Those are animals, Jonathan.
All right, well, let's think about this logically for a second. Lambs could like sheep. They could like wolves or foxes, or we're going to say fleet foxes.
Nope. It's Gwen Stefani.
Actually, it's Mariah Carey.
Really?
It is.
Well, because she had
Well, how do you feel about correcting me with the wrong answer?
I thought it'd be Gwen too, since she has her lamb.
Love Angel Music Baby is lamb.
Right,
It's her
and
brand.
she has that's her fashion line. But no, it's Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to disagree. I think it should be Gwen Stefani as well.
Yeah.
Like,
What are her people
we're
called?
renaming.
we're
going to
You're
call.
gonna have to Google it.
We're going to call Gwen Stefani's fan.
Hold on, maybe she has a better name. Hold on,
We're
let's
going
see.
to call them Mariah Heads.
Gwen Stefani fans. Yeah, apparently they don't have a fancy name.
Wow,
At least it's not coming up on the search.
Gwen Stefani fans, it's time for you to step it up.
Yeah, no kidding. They should be called BANANAS.
Because that group is bananas.
BANANAS.
This is what she says.
Yes, I do. I call you guys the weirdos and the freaks because it's crazy the amount of attention and time you put into me, and I am obsessed with you as well, and I love...
So, just
Oh
so
my
you
God,
know,
we're like the weirdos and the freaks.
Gwen Stefani calls you weirdos and freaks. What are Marilyn Manson's fan club called? I know what they should be called.
Beautiful people.
The beautiful people. The beautiful people. All right. So that's your warming up call. Don't you do that to me. That is your warming up, Chris. Question of the day. Good job, Holly. Before we get on to the game, make sure you follow us on social media. You can find us at Trivial Warfare on Twitter, on Instagram, and you can join the Trivial Warfare Army on Facebook. Carmela, if they want to follow you, what should they look for?
On Twitter, I am TWA First Lady, and that's first with a 1 ST. And if for some reason you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Mila Plays with Paint, MELA.
Fantastic. So if you like us, you can follow us on social media. And don't forget, we have a new game show called Things That Are Blank. It is out there right now. You can find it in the Apple Podcast app. You can find it in Spotify, maybe? I'll double check on Spotify. But check your favorite podcast player for Things That Are Blank. All right. Without further ado, it's time to get into the game. It is going to be Jonathan versus Jeremy and Carmela. I am the sacrificial lamb because it's a 2-on-1. No matter how we sliced it, somebody was getting slaughtered. I am that someone. Who were the lambs again? I'm a Mariah Carey fan. I'm a lamb, and I'm about to get my ass kicked. It is Jeremy and Carmela versus Jonathan. Holly is hosting, and it is time to play the game.
Players. Oh, yeah. Y'all know what time it is. This is Mr. Literature himself, cordially inviting you to the game. This is 6 rounds of trivia goodness. 3 questions per round. Every right answer gets you 10 points. In the middle, we'll take a pause for the cause and ask a midpoint question worth up to 20 juicy points. After round 6, you can wager any or all those points you've been building up and take a shot at the final round. It's a series of theme-based questions we call the Gauntlet. It's just that easy, baby. But this game ain't gonna play itself, players. Let's get it on.
Round 1, question 1. Your category is Music After Dark. Although successful in Canada, the Bare Naked Ladies initially struggled to gain an American audience. To boost their U.S. exposure, the band made a guest appearance on an episode of what teen drama in April of 1997?
I'm locked in. You can talk out loud.
All right. Carmela wrote down right away Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
And I was writing down two different things. One was
90108.
One was Beverly Hills 90210 because Peach Pit After Dark, that is the years where that was a big thing, and Dawson's Creek. But I watched every episode of 90210, and I know that show really well, and I don't remember the Bare Naked Ladies on there, but there were a lot of musical guests that were on that show.
Yeah.
But Dawson's Creek, I think, is maybe a bit, because they had, what was it? It was the Bait Shop? Was that what that, or was that the OC? Was that the Bait Shop?
That might have been the OC. But
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
the OC was later, so it's not the OC. And the OC had a bunch of musical guests as well.
I didn't really watch Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I was not a teen in 1997, so...
Neither was Jeremy, but for the opposite reason.
Oh! Ouch! Ouch!
Sick burn, yo.
That's hilarious.
I wasn't that far from
No,
being a
but
teen.
me neither, but accurate.
All right. Well, so 90210, like, yeah, I think we got to go Dawson's Creek. I think you're
Works for
right.
me.
So yeah, so we're gonna lock in with Dawson's Creek.
And I took the other side of that coin. I went Beverly Hills 90210.
Your correct answer is Beverly Hills 90210. They appeared in the Peach Pit After Dark.
I just didn't remember seeing that, but like,
Hence why your category name was Music After Dark.
I almost went Buffy the...
I gotta totally remember.
Well,
this.
see, I did remember that. I almost went Buffy the Vampire Slayer
And the
because
Bronze?
vampires only
Yeah,
come out
no,
after
yeah.
dark.
I would have. Yep. Nope. Okay.
All right.
My bad on that one. I should have gotten that.
So, round one, question 2. Your category is sports ball. What Major League Baseball player, a 3-time All-Star, won the 2017 Roberto Clemente Award for his work with his charity's cancer research?
I'm looking at you because I have no idea.
That's not easy.
That is actually not easy. The Roberto Clemente.
That's
Award is not-
obscure.
yeah.
And 3-time All-Stars grow on trees.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know. And I know. We're locked in.
Crap.
Awesome.
Crap.
It is.
Yeah, that's a real person.
Yep. Yep.
That's an actual name.
That's who it is.
All right. So 3-time All-Stars, trying to find a guy who's seen as a good guy. That's super hard. I honestly don't know. I'm just going to go with somebody that I know to be a good guy, and 3-time All-Star sound. You know what? I can't be that, though. Hey, so the good guy part of this, 3-time All-Star, leads me to like Ben Zobrist. But there's no way that she's asking a question about Ben Zobrist, because I bet she doesn't know who Ben Zobrist is. Wait, she's a Cubs fan. She's a Cubs fan. I'm taking that back. I'm going Ben Zobrist.
All right.
Locked in?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
They have to answer too.
we also have to.
Oh, yeah, you do.
So you're picking up on the Cub fan thing was big, but this guy also actually had cancer, and I met him once, and I went up to him and I said, you know, the only thing I don't like about you is you're way too nice a guy. I don't like rooting against you. And he is on the Cubs, but he's the first baseman, and it's Anthony Rizzo.
I didn't know that.
The only man I might love more than my husband, Anthony Rizzo.
I take offense to that.
Michael doesn't.
No, I mean, I want to be on the list. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
You can come in third.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Well, Michael is watching.
He likes that, though.
Yeah, I didn't know that Rizzo had been diagnosed with anything.
Yeah, he is like the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
Enough baseball questions.
Done.
I don't want any more baseball questions today.
Done. All right. So, round one, question 3, your category, who runs the world?
Girls.
Damn right. All right. Eleanor of Aquitaine, known as the most powerful and wealthiest women during the Middle Ages, had the distinction of being queen consort of France and England, as well as Duchess of the Aquitaine. Name her 2 royal husbands.
Both of them.
Both of them.
This is one of them.
Jesus.
All right. I'm going to,
Homie
Carmela,
came
I'm
to
just going
play.
to let you go to town here and put another one. This is outside of my wheelhouse.
I only remember one. Ugh.
If it makes you feel better, I only remember her sons.
Yeah. She
I want Jonathan to lock in so maybe we can talk it out and
Yeah.
figure something out.
when she was imprisoned by one of her husbands, she escaped and walked to freedom like across the country. So
Regnal numbers.
It's King Arthur.
King of the Ew.
BB King.
King Kong Bundy.
They
5
might
count.
have
Give me a
smelt
5
of
count.
elderberries.
All right, I'm locked in.
You are hundreds of years too far into the future.
I'm so bad at that. Yeah, this is not an area where I know anything. So
You said you're locked in? All right. I remember one of her husbands. She was married to Henry II. So her other husband would have been a king of France. So I'm pretty sure it is a Louis. It's either a Louis or a Charles. But I couldn't tell you the regular number for it.
give me one that's around that era that you think. Because you said I'm hundreds of years too late with the teens, right? So
yeah.
we talking like Louis the Fifth? We talking like Charles the Third?
Fifth actually might not be bad. Louis the Fifth.
I mean, Albert Pujols wears number 5, so I'm okay with that, right? It's good logic, right? All right, I'm going to let you lock in with Henry II and whichever other Louis or Charles you want.
All right, let's do Henry II, which I know is the only one I know. And we'll say Louis the Third.
And I went with a Henry and a Louis as well. I think she was Richard's mom. I think Richard was the one that she got behind to try and take the throne from her husband.
Who wanted the horse?
Yeah. No, that's a different one. Richard the First, I think.
Yeah, Richard Lionheart.
Yeah. In this case, I said Henry the Third, not the Second, and I think you're right. And I said Louis the Seventh.
Well, the good news is you both got one right.
Is it Louis the Seventh?
It is Louis the Seventh of France and Henry the Second.
God bless it.
What did you say, Louis the...
I said Louis the Third.
Oh, I say because if we add my 5th and your 3rd, we're at 8.
I wasn't sure
off.
about the Louis the Seventh either, but it felt. I've read the same book you have.
Oh, the Dan Jones one?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that's why I know those same things. And
you guys read books?
I read a lot of books.
She recommended it to me. And so, yeah, the Louis and the Henry, they were coming back to me, but it's really hard with numbers.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to get 2 numbers on a person.
I'm like, both husbands. Oh, no, this is a round 1 question.
No, as soon as she asked this, I realized I might not score again today. It's going to be like the rest of my life.
Wah, wah. Wah, wah.
At the end of the first round, it is 10-10.
Woohoo.
I'd like to say I'm not getting my ass kicked yet, though. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, you
I
guys
feel
are
bad
tied.
about that whole peach pit thing.
All right, round 2, your first question. Your category is Say Cheese.
Cheese!
What are the 2 fundamental parameters of a camera's optic lens?
What does that mean?
Basically, what 2 things does a camera's optic lens do?
I'm just putting words on a page, guys. I'm locked in.
You're locked in?
Yup.
All right.
My first thing was speed and angle, but that's shutter speed and shutter angle.
Well, what about like light? Like,
yeah,
like how much light? I don't know if you just put light and that's good enough. Or
light
like,
and exposure.
Yeah, like are those different? That sounds good. That I don't. You know.
Yeah. Okay, shutter and lens, I guess, are 2 different things. I'm trying to remember my art classes, and
I mean, I like light and exposure. I like exposure for sure, but I'm.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds good at least.
Yeah, I think we don't sound dumb even if we're wrong.
Yeah.
And that's really what I'm going for here.
These are 2 words associated with photography.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
light and exposure.
I said focus and zoom, but I would change zoom to aperture. But I can't, so I said focus and zoom.
Your correct terms are focal length, which measures magnification, and aperture, which measures exposure.
Yep.
Okay, so we were both kind of half right.
I wasn't getting. I locked in too soon. I guess I wasn't getting the question, and it took listening to you guys kind of talking around it before I kind of caught on to what kind of things they might be looking for.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have gotten there without hearing you talk.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
Round 2. Second question. Your category is words and stuff. What 2-word phrase, frequently used and favorite of yours truly, was added to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary in 2018, meaning an utterly calamitous or mismanaged situation or occurrence or disaster?
You know what? It's a guess, but I'm locked in.
That was exactly what I was thinking, but that's not right. Like, that is literally what I was thinking, but that is just
I'm
wrong.
locked in. Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
obviously, cluster.
Yeah. But that's not right.
Which I
okay.
can see Holly saying
I gotta
all
beep.
the time.
Like, and that's like one word, right? Isn't
I guess it is one
Yeah,
word.
I mean, like,
it's a
so-
compound word.
All right, so 2-word, and it was added in 2018, so this is a relatively recent.
Yeah, so it would
You
have
know,
been added. I
It's
know.
called a Kanye West.
A Kofefe.
Like, so, well, actually, this isn't that recent, but show,
yeah.
which is another one that we'd have to beep, I think.
You think?
I love
don't
how
know.
all of your answers, you immediately think with me, you have to beep them. That's amazing.
I mean, Mark Harmon once said on TV and they didn't beep it, so I'm just saying. It was like a big moment. It was in, I think it was Chicago Hope, and I think it was like a big TV moment.
wow.
Like it was like the first show to like on network television. I'm
That
pretty.
was an NYPD Blue.
No, I think
I think somebody said it before.
I think that was the first one
I
where they
think
actually showed a
somebody's
piece of...
going to have to look it up.
That
But
was the
I
bug.
want to say Mark Harmon on Chicago Hope was the first person to use the word on network TV.
So that's what you're locking in with?
That's what
No.
I'm locking in with. No,
No, that's
Mark
no.
Harmon, Chicago Hope. That is what I'm locking in with. What was the question again?
That's why I asked.
Okay. Do we have any thoughts here that are like not beepable?
It wouldn't surprise me if it was something political.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to
2018,
think of
yeah,
like
a 2-word.
something that, you know, like that the Orange Menace has said or done that would make it into, you know.
We're going to get so many negative reviews from this one episode.
I love
You're
that
welcome.
nickname, though.
Orange Menace
The
could be a
Orange
lot of
Menace.
things. It's not. It's Trump.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Alternative facts.
I mean, I have nothing.
Right
other
now,
than
all I can
shit
think
show.
about is quagmire, which is
Yeah.
one word.
Yeah.
Giggity giggity.
Man, I got nothing other than show.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's go with that.
I guessed dumpster fire.
The correct phrase is dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Well done, Jonathan
Yeah.
Oakes.
Whew.
Yeah. As soon as you said, I'm like, yep, that was it.
I
I would have
also...
thought that would have been older than 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the dictionary won't put it in there.
Yeah.
It does take a little while to catch
I
up.
Gotta
also
build an audience.
say dumpster fire a lot. This is a complete
Complete
dumpster
dumpster
fire.
fire.
Yeah.
It is hot garbage.
See, that's a PG term, and I'm more of a PG-13R kind of guy. So
I was striving for him not to have to bleep me that much, at least this show. All right, round 2. Question 3. Your category is reading is fundamental. This children's book series, spanning from 1955 to 1999, written by Beverly Cleary, centers around the title character, her family, friends, and the trials and tribulations of being a sister, going to school, and just plain growing up.
I'm locked in.
The ones I read, she was the main character.
well, she was the younger sister,
Yeah.
and I like.
He said he was locked in, so we can actually say the
okay.
names.
So Beezus and Ramona are obviously Beezus and Ramona Quimby, but like they both like it was Ramona Quimby, age 8 was a book, but there was also Beezus and Ramona, and I thought Henry was Beezus's friend, and there was Henry Ribsy, and it was Beezus and Henry was one of the books. I thought Beezus was the main character when it was first introduced, and Ramona was her younger sister.
Is it just me or does Beezus sound like a Southern Baptist swearing? Lord Beezus!
Beezus, help me!
There was, I think it is in Ramona Quimby, age 8, somebody had said, like, in class, it said, Jesus, Beezus.
All right. So, I mean, like, my instinct would have been that Beezus was the main character, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it is Ramona. I haven't read these books in like 30-something years. So
The ones I read, I
They were
remember
the last
Ramona.
ones he read.
Right?
I read John Grisham books and baseball books.
Yeah, I'm going to say Ramona Quimby.
I locked in Ramona.
It is the Ramona series.
Yep.
Yay!
Is that really called the Ramona series, though?
Yes. Yep. There is, the first book was Beezus and Ramona. Yep.
Yeah, okay. So why is it not the Beezus series?
Because there's a lot of books about Ramona.
There's
and
also a lot of books about Beezus.
There's not a lot of books about
Beezus
Beezus.
is in it because that's her big sister.
Yeah. What I want to know is how she got the name Beezus. Do they ever explain that crap? Somebody's parents hated them. Why does mommy hate me?
I think it's a nickname. I don't remember though.
Yeah, her name is.
Was her name Jesus, but
No,
they didn't
her
want to
name
take the
is
Lord's name in
Beatrice.
vain?
Yeah, I think it's
It
Beatrice.
was Beatrice.
Oh,
and,
that's Ramona's
And
pronunciation.
Ramona couldn't pronounce it, so it was Beezus.
All right.
Ah, that makes sense.
Cute. That's cute.
Isn't it adorable?
It's adorable. Let's go eat some paschetti. At the end of the second round, it's 30-20. Jonathan somehow has a lead.
All right, round 3. Your first question. Category is the bad doctor. Historically, who is known as the Angel of Death or the White Angel due to his deadly experiments on humans?
I'm going to lock in. I'm locked in. And I could be like completely wrong.
I mean, that's who that is, and
when she first did Angel of Death, I was like Kevorkian, but no, this is the guy who
experiments on you. But I mean,
at
like
Auschwitz.
I know, but is that the question? Like that just seems like I don't know that I like. I mean,
you don't like the question.
I don't. Yeah. So I mean, like I don't know that you would ask that question. That's why I don't think that. I mean, but I have no better answer.
No, I mean he did do a ton of experiments. He was considered an angel of death. Concentration camp.
He experimented on humans, and All right, I'm Joseph Mengele.
Mengele, yeah.
Oh, I said Goebbels.
It is Joseph Mengele.
Why don't you like the question?
I don't like asking about Nazis. I'm Jewish. Nazis bad.
Well, fun fact. I was a double major in college of history and religion, specializing in Holocaust studies.
Well, there you
So
go.
was
That
Goebbels a
explains
doctor at all? Because I felt like he was.
He was an SS officer and actually was...
He was like the main propagandist, right?
Yes,
Okay.
he was.
I got him all mixed
He was one
up.
of those that was committed suicide before he could be tried in Nuremberg.
Yeah. That is an interesting major. What made you pick that?
Always fascinated by that. And even more interesting that I did it at a Lutheran conservative college.
Oh, yeah.
In South Dakota.
Wow. I went to South Dakota for the first time recently. Lovely state.
It is.
It really is.
Full of bison. All right. Round 3, question 2. Your category is obligatory Iowa question. With the town motto of where the trek begins, Riverside, Iowa has what historic significance?
I know. We both know. We're locking in.
Did you do finger quotes for historical?
I did.
Okay.
You didn't need the finger quotes.
I read that italicized.
All right. So, Jesus help me. Beezus help me.
Beezus take the wheel.
Beezus take the wheel. Okay, so it's not like Trail of Tears, Oregon Trail, anything like that. This, I know this. The use the word Trek takes you to Star Trek. I know Captain Kirk is from Iowa. So this answer feels like it's going to be either the birthplace of Captain Kirk or where Gene Roddenberry started or was born or something like that. One of those two things. Either Gene Roddenberry was born here or Captain Kirk was born here. Logic can only get you so far, and then you're stuck at the end with a toss-up.
Are you talking about logic in a Star Trek question?
Yes, I appreciate you confirming it's a Star Trek question.
Perhaps whatever. You weren't going anywhere else.
No, but it's always nice to have affirmations. Would you like to affirm other things?
Sure. You're wrong.
I don't think you understand what affirm means.
No, I'm affirming you're wrong.
Thanks. If it was the birthplace of Kirk, then it wouldn't be historical because it would be futuristic because he's born in the future. So we're going to say it's the birthplace of Gene Roddenberry.
So my cousin Amanda is a very big Trekkie, and she's been to Riverside, Iowa.
Can I also point out, Jonathan, she gave you the finger quotes around historical.
I don't care.
And
think about what you just said and the finger quotes.
Once again, I don't care.
She's been to the bar and seen the plaque on the pool table where Kirk was conceived. Mm-hmm. This is the birthplace of James Tiberius Kirk.
The future birthplace
Yes.
of James Tiberius Kirk.
The historical future birthplace?
Yes. Historical. There's a
Historical.
plaque.
Out of curiosity, where's Gene Roddenberry born?
Oh.
Because if he was born in that city, I'm taking these points.
He was not.
He was not.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he is.
Michael is our delegate from
I'm
Iceland. and
just
we'll be
saying.
Checking that.
I'll fight for it if it's true.
It's not true.
Shut up over there. Damn it.
Where was he born?
El Paso.
Gene Roddenberry
Not even
from
near Iowa.
In the West Texas town of El Paso.
If you actually take a left in Albuquerque,
Albuquerque. That's where Twisters is.
it is. All right, so question 3, round 3. Your category is fashion, baby. Name the
Carmela,
youngest.
this is you.
Right. Name the youngest winner of Project Runway who has went on to build a multi-million-dollar fashion line, including looks that have been donned by Michelle Obama and everyday wear previously available at Payless Shoes and Spiegel.
I can only name one winner, so that's my answer unless you have a better one.
I'm locked in.
Okay. The only one I know is, and I'm not even 100% on the name, it's like Cristiano or whatever, right? Isn't that?
Christian Siriano.
That's Kristen Siriano.
Yeah,
That's the
that's-
only one I know.
That's the one I wrote down.
So there you go. That would literally be the only answer I could offer, the only knowledge I have on Project Runway. And I know that he was like big.
Yeah. Christian Siriano also did the tuxedo dress that Billy Porter wore to the Oscars.
Oh, that was pretty cool looking.
Yeah. So I'm a fan. So I think Christian Siriano. I actually remember watching a season. He was pretty young when he won.
Yeah.
So
All right. I'm
yeah,
good with it.
Christian Siriano.
Little known fact about Jonathan.
You love Project Runway.
I watched at least 5 seasons of Project Runway when I was a prisoner to my wife. I don't remember any of it, though. I actually enjoyed it. It's a very good show. It's a very good show. I wrote down a person who may not be a real person. Okay?
Are they historical?
Hell, I wrote down and circled Stefan.
That's the Saturday Night Live guy that's like...
Is that thing?
That's Bill Hader's character.
I don't care. Why are you mocking me?
Because I love that character.
great-
That
Could
character
that have not? Could Stefan not be a person who won Project Runway? Why is everybody laughing at me?
The funny part is I'm laughing at you like Stefan.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware.
But
When Seth Meyers left Saturday Night Live, that was like the best Stefan ever.
Yeah.
it is Christian Siriano.
Yay!
I really, really needed that Kirk question. All right. At the end of the third round, Carmela and Jeremy have surged into the lead. It is 50-30.
All right, time for your midpoint. For 4 points each, name 5 of the most expensive spices in the world. This is according to Agrono Mag's May 27, 2018 article. It's a farming and agricultural trade magazine.
Okay, so my Learned League scores, the worst one
Is food and drink.
food and drink,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to be of any help.
Awesome.
So you
Well-
put down whatever 4 you want, and I 100% support you.
Do we need to write 4 or 5?
4.
4. For 4 points each?
No, sorry, 5 for 4 points each. Math is hard.
It is difficult.
Does this list differentiate between spices and herbs?
I would say they use spice fairly liberally.
Okay. Just good to know.
Is that a spice?
It is.
Okay.
Look at you.
Is this an ingredient? Could I eat
I mean, I
this?
don't know that it's right. I'm just saying,
I'm locked in.
I wouldn't think cinnamon, but it's possible. We could put that on the
I mean,
back
if we don't
burner.
have I'm. If I were to answer this, I'd have to put that because I don't think I could name 5 spices without that being one of them.
Right. No, I get that. So I've got nutmeg, and ginger, and cardamom.
Okay, what about allspice? That's like a thing, right? Or
Yeah, that is that's not just a bunch of spices all shoved together. That's an actual plant.
Okay.
I will say I have the top 11 most expensive spices in the world. I want them within the top 11.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, 5 of the top 11. Well, that makes a world of difference.
Right? I know. It was like that probably narrows your stream.
I mean, not really. Still don't know. I couldn't
Don't cross the
name
streams, Jeremy.
Yeah.
I couldn't name 11 spices. So, all right. So we have cardamom, ginger, nutmeg. I mean, I don't know if you have like cinnamon, like is cayenne pepper, allspice. What else is there?
Allspice actually might not be bad.
Okay.
Anise can get expensive.
See, that's a thing in crossword puzzles.
Yeah.
I like it.
He's a big fan of anus.
I just
Yeah.
I like
Not anise.
Uranus.
that's not
just
how
anus.
I pronounce it because I'm a 12-year-old.
Honey, can you pass the anus?
Personally, as I believe the elder at the table, I'd appreciate it if you'd be a little more mature
Not going to happen.
and
Mature.
adult with your humor.
Mater.
Not going to happen.
These potty mouth jokes I do not
Quit
appreciate.
stalling.
So, do you want to say nutmeg, ginger, cardamom, anise, and cinnamon?
Okay, not the allspice.
Oh, sorry, allspice.
I'm 100% whatever you want to say.
All right.
Like
So, nutmeg, ginger, cardamom, anise, and allspice.
And I said saffron, turmeric,
Ooh, that sounds like a good one.
turmeric, salt, cinnamon, and coriander.
Ooh, coriander. I've heard of that. That sounds like a good one, too.
All right.
I can't imagine salt being expensive.
I couldn't imagine salt being up there either, but what do I know? Not much when it comes to this.
I was only one person.
No, I would be surprised if it was on the list. That's what I'm saying.
I would too.
Well, your most expensive spice is saffron. Sells for anywhere from $500 to $5,000 per pound.
That's ridiculous.
See, I knew
Yeah,
that. Saffron's the most
saffron is
expensive
really
spice.
expensive.
If you get a question about yellow spice, very expensive, it's always saffron.
Yep.
Turmeric's also yellow.
There's like a song about
Hence why I
saffron,
wrote
too.
turmeric next.
Isn't that
Number 2.
Isn't that Mellow Yellow song?
Call me mellow yellow.
Isn't he like wild about saffron or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
Your second on the list is vanilla, which sells from anywhere from $600 to $700 per
That's
kilogram.
a rather plain answer.
That's Madagascar vanilla, probably.
Probably. Third on the list is Malab. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. That's $68 per pound. It's a seed kernel of the St. Lucie cherry. Then there's the long pepper, which is $45 per pound. That is like a black pepper, but it's spicier.
And longer.
And longer, yep. Then there's black cumin,
Oh, I almost wrote down cumin.
$38
But black
per pound.
cumin.
I would have gotten credit.
Cumin.
No, you wouldn't have.
It depends
She
on
would
how
take
nice
pity
I am.
on me.
I probably would have. That's $38 per pound. Then there's kaffir lime leaves. Those are $35 per pound. They even grow here in Florida,
Cute.
right? Grains of paradise, $31 per pound.
Yeah, what's coming up with that one?
Yeah. Then we have cardamom.
Hey, I wrote that down. I would like it to be known to people listening.
There you go.
I wrote that down. I knew it was
$30
a
per
spice.
pound for that. Cloves,
Ah.
$10
I
per
almost
pound.
wrote cloves too.
Cinnamon,
Woo!
$6 a pound.
Did you write cinnamon?
Yes.
Oh,
And
did we
good
write cinnamon?
old,
Damn it.
Yeah,
good old black pepper
Oh, pepper.
with $3 a pound.
I
That's
got
your top
I
11.
got two.
Yep.
We
Remember,
got
we changed
one.
it to allspice.
Yeah. What idiot decided to say allspice?
Especially after you said cinnamon and she said, remember, I said top 11. I'm like, well, cinnamon's definitely going to be right then.
I just
A
thought
real cinnamon
was like
stick?
cheap.
Well, that's because you're buying the fake stuff. Real cinnamon sticks are expensive.
Have we met? I don't buy groceries.
Exactly. I don't buy cheap stuff. No, I don't buy
I don't buy
groceries.
groceries.
I haven't been in the spice aisle in my life.
I don't even, yeah.
So at the end of the midpoint, Jonathan has 38. Carmela and Jeremy have 54.
It's my
Oh.
favorite studio.
But
it is quite good, yes.
Yes, thank you.
You know, I
Waka
can
waka.
drive 54,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waka.
not 55.
No, I
though.
can't drive 55.
Ow.
Sorry, that was loud. I agree, that was loud and obnoxious.
At least you're on brand.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what? Personal branding is important.
That's true.
All right, that is the end of the first half. Before we go on to the second half, I want to let you know that today's show is sponsored by Mack Weldon. Folks, Mack Weldon makes the best socks and underwear available today. I'm not kidding. I love my Mack Weldon socks, guys. They're one of my favorite items of clothing that I have. Literally, sometimes I'm like a couple of minutes late to work because I'm busy sorting through my sock drawer looking for the Mack Weldon socks that I want to wear because the other ones just aren't as comfortable. They use perfect fabrics that they kind of stay up. They don't slip down your leg, but at the same time, they're super comfortable. It's really great. And it's not just socks. Mack Weldon makes underwear, socks, shirts, undershirts, hoodies. If it's a Mack Weldon product, it's going to fit great. It's going to feel good. They even have a line of underwear called silver underwear. This is antimicrobial, meaning your Mack Weldon underwear will help you not become odoriferous throughout the day. Yeah, it'll help you not stink. It's pretty great. Right now, our Trivial Warfare listeners can get 20% off of their first order by going to MackWeldon.com and entering the promo code TWA. That's right. Go to MackWeldon.com and enter the promo code TWA to get 20% off of your first order. And if you're value-minded like me, I'd make that a pretty big order. 20%, guys. That's a big deal. All right, on to the second half of today's game.
All right, round 4, question 1. Your category is ransom notes. Although there's a conspiracy that the kidnapping was a publicity stunt, it's doubtful that this crooner's son made any headlines when he went missing in Vegas just weeks after the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
Reluctant.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm going to guess Frank Sinatra.
Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
Woohoo!
His son was kidnapped. It was a big deal.
All right. Round 4, question 2. Your category is Holly Murders a Hit.
Oh, hold on. What do I have here that will help with this? Okay. Do you want me to keep a beat?
No. I don't think that's going to help you.
No? Okay. Worth a try.
Okay.
Michael, can you hum? Okay.
Can you row your boat ashore? Oh, jeez.
Ba-dum-bum. Okay, so you need to name the song from 2013. It's been nominated for the World Music Award for World's Best Song, Billboard Music Award for Top Dance/Electronic Song, MTV Europe Music Award for Best Video, World Music Award for World's Best Video, and YouTube Award Video of the Year. It reached number 4 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 charts.
So this is what we would call a banger.
I'm not up with the kids' jive today.
Does it really slap?
Does it make your booty wobble?
That's actually what I was thinking. So
yeah, we'll see what she we'll see what she does.
I really hope you wrote the same thing that I wrote.
Yeah, that is totally what I was thinking.
Let's hear it.
All right. I stand here waiting for you to bang the gong, to crash the critics saying, is it right or is it wrong? If only fame had an IV, baby, could I bear being away from you?
I will just
I found
trust
the
you
vein,
on that, and let's just
Hey, hold on. Dude, I'm trying to listen to the question over here.
I can't believe you don't know it already, Jonathan.
Could you start
I'm
over,
sorry.
please?
Without the interruption?
With it, yeah, the whole thing, please.
Okay. I stand here waiting for you to bang the gong, to crash the critics saying, is it right or is it wrong? If only fame had an IV, baby, could I bear being away from you? I found the vein, put it in here.
Reluctant.
Such a prima donna, Jonathan.
I prefer the term Devo.
Well, whip it.
Whip it.
Real good. I don't know. I was hoping you were going to go Despacito.
Gross.
Clearly you didn't. Excuse me. Despacito is awesome.
So is this.
I don't know. I don't know what this is. I'm going to guess it's a Lady Gaga thing because she's talking about fame. I'm going to guess Born This Way.
Despacito would have come after 2013. The first thing that Jeremy and I thought it was Gangnam Style, which I think maybe that was the year before. We said Applause by Lady Gaga.
Damn, it's more Lady Gaga.
It is Applause by Lady Gaga.
That was 100% Carmela.
I even got there. I just don't know the song.
We actually open our show every week with the song because the applause, 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 the applause, applause, the applause, applause. Because I heart Lady Gaga and everything she does. All right, so round 4, question 3. Your category is friends or food.
Friends. I like Friends.
During World War II, Julia Child worked with the U.S. military as a file clerk in the OSS Emergency Rescue Equipment Section. One of her most notable contributions was her cooking up ways to deter these creatures from accidentally setting off underwater explosions when targeting German U-boats.
I'm locked in.
Oh, well, I guess we can talk then. I want to say dolphins.
Cool.
I mean, I just know that like there is like they train dolphins to do things, and they're it's got to be an underwater creature, and like I mean I don't know this at all, but like it immediately popped into my head.
Dolphins.
I don't know if I'm going to come up with anything better.
Sure. I mean they're fast moving. They're kind of torpedo-y shaped. So yeah, sure. Let's go with dolphins.
Okay. And this question was not about Friends. Category lied to me. Lied to me.
So you guys know that
Fisher Friends
in Las Vegas, I did the Jeopardy audition, and so I've been doing a little bit of studying, trying to prepare if I'm lucky enough to get the call.
Brag about it.
Hint, hint, Maggie. Waiting for that call. Anyway, so I did a topic on celebrity chefs, and Julia Child on Jeopardy comes up more than any other chef. She comes up multiple times per season. So as you were asking that question, I was just waiting for you to stop so I could answer whatever the next thing you were about to say was. I was like, I knew she was in the OSS. I knew that she was a spy. She actually married a guy who was also in the OSS and went to France for his assignment, and that's when she went to Le Cordon Bleu. So I knew all that, and it came down to this piece of information, and I believe the answer is she was working on shark repellents. So I said sharks.
With freaking laser beams?
Yeah, that's why you said friends are food. Because fish are friends, not food. And that's what Bruce the shark said in Finding Nemo.
Hello, my name is Bruce.
That would be correct.
Sorry.
Sharks. Because Bruce the shark said fish are friends, not food.
Yeah, my bad.
Hello,
I'm
lovely.
dumb.
All right, well, it doesn't matter too much. You maintained your lead at the end of the fourth round. You have 74. I have 58.
All right. Round 5, question 1. Your category is, I was told there'd be no math. So this is the number of Juno Awards won by Nickelback, multiplied by the number of Grammy Awards won by Adele.
Seriously?
Yes.
Really?
What the Seriously?
Well, yes.
Here's the thing.
Jesus. I don't know. I'm locked in with that.
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. Like, the only reason you ask this question is if the answer is 0. Nickelback has never won an award. Because nobody's going to know exactly how many awards Adele has won. Like, that's just not something you're going to know. And she's won awards. She's won multiple awards. So
isn't the Juno Award like the Canadian?
It's the Canadian Grammys.
Yeah. And
like
Nickelback
Bryan
is
Adams has
Canadian.
won a ton. But
Yeah.
so, like, Nickelback has got to have none, and the answer is going to be 0.
Sure.
We're going to go with 0.
I went with the other thing that it could be. I answered 42.
Adele could have...
Juno Awards aren't hard to come by for Canadians, dude.
But Adele would have to have 21 Grammys, and she doesn't.
Why couldn't Nickelback have won more than 2 Juno Awards?
Because in order for the answer to be 42...
It could be 7 times 6.
Yeah, no.
I said 42.
No, you're wrong. It's not 42.
You're both wrong, but you're closer. I really did want the answer to be 0 because, well, first of all, I hate both of these artists.
I like both of these artists.
Like
understand.
Nickelback,
Yes, I like
I
Nickelback.
didn't think people were allowed to hate Adele.
I cannot stand her voice. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
But she's lovely.
No.
From the
She's
other
lovely.
side.
I will punch you in the face.
I'm waiting for it.
I just gonna tell you. I talk about this frequently at our trivia show on
Stop.
Stop. So, and I was going to have it how many Grammys has Nickelback won times the number of Grammys that Adele has won, and the answer be 0, but I
already
changed it
got
to
that.
Juno. So actually, and they aren't hard to come by. So Nickelback has won 12 Juno Awards. Adele has won 15 Grammys.
Oh, no, I knew Adele's Grammy total. I knew it was in the teens.
Me
So
too.
180.
That was
Well,
impossible.
like, that's, yeah, there's no way. I mean, that is
Holly,
literally
that
impossible.
was an impossible
Like, you can't-
question.
You could just know stuff.
No, you can't. Nobody knows randomly how many.
If you're going to do
Juno
that, you got to
Awards.
give
I
enough
don't even know
clues
if
to give them a
Canadians
chance.
know
Yeah,
how
they're-
many Juno
You could have said it's like half a world or something like that, so you could like
We
cut
have had this
360
in
in
our show
half.
before,
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
and we've had people get it right.
They
All right.
cheated.
They're
That's how
using
you
their
know
phones.
people are cheating. Like, nobody gets that right without cheating
Yeah.
or being Nickelback.
And even then, they'd probably.
There would have been such a vortex of sucking that we would have known that they were actually in the audience.
Yeah, no.
Yep, so
Yeah, nobody's getting that.
Nickelback is not that bad.
If you're listening to this show and you got that right without cheating, I'm calling you a liar.
No,
right
that's
now.
Lita George could probably get it.
No, he can't.
Just bet he could.
Nope. I will bet you. I will
He
right
wouldn't
now.
know how many Juno
I will
Awards.
call Lita George right now, and we will put money on this, and he will not know.
We have Canadian listeners.
Nobody knows how many Juno Awards Nickelback
It's
has
not
won.
true. Somebody might.
Nobody.
Don't call
never know.
Lee.
Nobody.
What are you doing with your phone? Next question.
All right, round 5, question 2. Okay, your category is why can't the English learn to speak? With a little bit of luck, you'll know that Marni Nixon dubbed the singing voice for this actress during the majority of her musical numbers after her voice was deemed inadequate. Rex Harrison, however, did not have the same issue and refused to pre-record any of his audio.
What are you wanting out of this?
I want the name of the actress that had to have her voice redubbed.
In what movie? We don't get that?
No?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Really?
We both read
There
the same
was-
thing.
There was a couple clues.
Like it when that happens.
You can't
Well,
be yelling
yeah.
at me that there wasn't
No, I've
clues.
never heard of any of these people.
Oh, really? Come
Wow.
on. No,
Rex Harrison.
I
Who was
can't-
the first one?
Rex Harrison's kind of a big name.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, big name.
Yeah,
No, I've really never heard
Yeah,
of
I
him.
know, but that's your own fault.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can't.
Who was the other name?
Marni Nixon.
No.
Marni Nixon, not as big.
Marni
That
Nixon,
one I give you.
You're
I-
fine
I'll
without
give you that.
knowing.
Harrison?
Rex Harrison's
what has Rex
big
Harrison
name.
done?
We
A
can't-
big name?
We're not going to tell
This
you.
movie.
We can't tell you what Rex Harrison's done, but we're locked in.
Yeah.
So honestly, if Rex Harrison, who is this person? I have no idea.
Dr. Doolittle.
Okay, great.
Okay. Shut up!
That doesn't help me.
A very famous person who, died before
You know what?
we were born.
Everybody
but a
has-
very famous
everybody has
person.
That is
different-
that is the person that Seth MacFarlane bases his voice on to do the voice of Stewie, is Rex Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
he's a really famous guy.
The thing is that everybody defines really famous as different.
Yeah, no, this guy's just really famous in any definition.
Okay. Read the question again, please.
Do you want the category as well?
Yes.
Category is why can't the English learn to speak? With a little bit of luck, you'll know that Marni Nixon dubbed the singing voice for this actress during the majority of her musical numbers after her voice was deemed inadequate. Rex Harrison, however, did not have the same issue and refused to pre-record any of his audio.
Okay. So based on the extra information that I've been allowed to get from these kind people who are against me today, I'm going to guess that this is like My Fair Lady. And because it could be the Henry Higgins kind of thing. And that's why an English person might not be able to speak well. But I don't know who the actress was in My Fair Lady, which makes that impossible for me. I'm going to guess Audrey Hepburn.
What the actual
Well,
You kidding, right?
Rex
That's-
Harrison is the star of My
that's-
Fair Lady.
is a Jonathan right there.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
And his co-star is the lovely...
Audrey Hepburn, because the whole deal with My Fair Lady is that she couldn't speak properly.
And there's a whole song called Why Can't the English Learn to Speak?
you, Jonathan.
And there's another song called With a Little Bit of Luck.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, Rex Harrison.
I can't believe I actually got to witness a Jonathan
I
moment.
can't believe I actually got to pull it, Jonathan. Are you kidding
Wow.
me? That is epic
That's very
right there.
exciting.
Holy crap.
Side note, our Schnauzer, our dearly departed Schnauzer, was named Henry Higgins
Yeah.
for My Fair Lady. So,
No, I
yes.
would have thought you named him for, the other Henry Higgins.
Henry Higgins.
Oh, my
We always
goodness.
looked for Eliza Doolittle for him, but never found one.
Good job.
All right.
Good job, Jonathan.
Well done.
for you guys.
I need you to, brush up a little bit more on your older Hollywood stuff.
I
But,
don't know anything about older Hollywood. I don't know anything about current Hollywood either. It's only like middle Hollywood that I have any clue about.
80s movies. You got that.
Barely.
Yeah.
I didn't even see many of those. More 90s.
All right.
Whew.
Round 5, question 3. Your category is talking points. What political roundtable show has featured panelists such as politician Pat Buchanan and television hosts Lawrence O'Donnell and Chris Matthews?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're locked in.
Chris Matthews is a Fox News guy now, if I'm not crazy.
You're crazy.
And maybe?
Well, I'm not saying he's not a Fox News guy. I'm just saying you are crazy.
I don't know. I'm going to say Meet the Press.
They had a couple people from the right, couple people from the left. They sat on opposite sides of the table. They did a little crossfire.
That's the word I was looking for.
Actually, we're looking for the McLaughlin Group.
Woo!
Oh.
And shout out to my bestie for sure, Shelby McLaughlin.
Damn. I was so...
That's the second time today I've been corrected by someone who was wrong.
Pat Buchanan was like a long time part.
Wasn't he like the 700 Club?
No.
Oh.
Pat Buchanan was. He was.
Is that Pat Robert?
That
was Pat Roberts.
Yeah. No,
I get them confused.
Was
Barely
on
different,
Crossfire for years.
At the end of the round, 84-68, Carmela and Jeremy maintained their lead.
All right. Round 6. Question 1. Your category is cat videos. Although originally recorded in 1984 and featuring a feline named Fatso playing a tune, this viral video hit YouTube in 2007 and has been an odd fascination ever since.
You want the name of the cat?
I want the name of the video.
Oh. It has like a name?
Yes.
I don't know. Do y'all want to give me any clues? That helped last time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, something like that. But is that what it's called?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll go with that. We're locked in.
All right.
Is it Piano Cat? I'll lock in Piano Cat.
So we locked in Piano Playing Cat.
It's actually called Keyboard Cat.
Okay.
All right.
Do, 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 do,
Yeah.
do,
No, I'm familiar with the video.
Yeah. I just I don't know. Yeah.
I was closer.
I actually don't know that you were.
A piano is a keyboard.
And we had piano in ours as well.
You had a verb unnecessarily. I was closer.
I think we digress. All right. Round 6, question 2.
Scoreboard.
Oh, shut up.
Your category is thank you for being a friend.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm going to lock in.
I'm going to lock in too.
Are you?
Did you change
No,
the
I'm not.
question?
I'm waiting to find out the
Did
question.
you change it?
Are you locked in?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I want to lock in, but
I
no.
really do.
Okay.
Should we both lock in and just
No,
3, 2, 1
no.
before she asks the question?
No.
I would love that.
No.
She switched it.
Yeah. Even though that might be the best move for me because you're going to get this and I'm not. Please continue.
He's not a doctor, but he's played one on TV. This star of small and big screens made an early appearance in a Golden Girls episode as a young police officer investigating the ladies' neighbors.
We're locked in.
Yep.
He's not a doctor.
We keep writing down the same things.
I mean, if we're wrong together at least.
Yeah.
He's played a doctor on TV, so I'm leaning towards George Clooney. Please continue.
This star of the small and big screens
George Clooney.
made an early appearance on a Golden Girls episode as a young police officer investigating the ladies' neighbors.
I got no reason not to say it. I'm going to go George Clooney.
We also both wrote down George Clooney.
Without having to be baby walked through it.
Yeah.
Any way you slice it, it's George Clooney.
So last night when we were out, the subject of the Golden Girls came up,
And Jeremy peppered Holly with 50 questions.
Rapid fire 50 questions.
And she's like,
Yeah, that sounds like you.
She got 49 of them right. Like literally within before I was finished reading the last syllable of the question, she had the answer.
And I've been beating myself up
for the
over
one she missed.
That one I missed.
But she mentioned that there was going to be a question today, and she alluded to what it was, and it was going to be Leslie Nielsen. It was going to be who played
Lucas Hollingsworth,
who Dorothy marries at the end of the show. And so Jonathan and I were both like, let's get Leslie Nielsen. We're ready to lock in before we read the question.
That would have been fantastic if you would have.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have said anything. It would have happened.
No, it wouldn't have. You could have locked in.
Yeah, I would not. Yeah.
All right, round 6, question 3. Category is the final frontier. Although not predicted to appear again until July 28, 2061, what solar system body has not been seen since 1986, although we hear she's worth the wait?
I'm locked in.
Did you rate Hallie's comment?
I mean, I did.
Okay, yeah.
Because that was 1986. And,
I just missed it. And so I gotta wait a while until it comes back.
Damn you for being so young.
I missed it by a year.
We woke up at 3 a.m. My father drove us out into a field in the middle of nowhere.
I don't want to hear the rest of this story.
I did see Hail Bob when it came out.
I saw it.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
And we were out there in the cold with our binoculars and whatnot, and no, we never saw the damn thing. I was 10. It sucked. I wish we had stayed in bed. I said Hallie's Comet.
It is Hallie's Comet. I was only 3, so I didn't get to see it either.
At the end of the 6th round, Jonathan has 88 points. Jeremy and Carmela have 104 points. It is 104 to 88.
All right.
What is your gauntlet category for us?
The category is
you
Bills,
can decide,
Bills,
but
Bills.
You know what I want to do.
Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, category is Bills. Jeremy wants to go all in.
But
he loves going all in.
I have a teammate. I'm going to respect her wishes.
That's very sweet of you.
By the way, I want you to write down our wager and not tell me what it is.
Okay.
I'm just going to completely go with whatever you decide we're going to wager.
All right, we're locked in. Our wager is locked in.
All right, my wager's locked in.
Question 1. Bill Murray is partnered with his brothers in what restaurant named for one of his movies?
I'm locked in.
We're locked in as well.
Number 2. What highly talented, albeit often mocked actor lent his voice to Happy Feet 2 in 2011, playing Bill the Krill?
Who is an often mocked actor?
I like the top one I wrote down better than the bottom one. Oh, boy, he certainly fits the often mocked part. See, I don't know that he hits the highly talented part. I mean, even though he's got some hardware that might suggest he is, even though I disagree.
I only saw the first Happy Feet.
Okay. We're locked in on it.
I'm locked in.
All right. And your third question is, President Bill Clinton had 2 pets while in office. One was a cat named Socks. The other was a dog. What was the name of the dog?
Crap.
I immediately started writing Socks, and I'm like, no!
Yeah.
Here I thought
I should know
this was going to be a Destiny's Child.
I thought there was going to
Gauntlet.
be one Destiny's Child reference in there.
I was hoping you would think that.
I remember what Obama's dog was called.
Bo.
Yeah. You're really driving home that Arkansas thing, huh?
Yep, I am.
Pig Suey, the dog.
There you go.
I'm going to go ahead and lock in.
I think I speak for everyone here when I say we're locked in.
Okay. So, number 1, Bill Murray is partnered with his brothers in what restaurant named for one of his movies?
I said Caddyshack.
It is Caddyshack.
Yep, there's one about an hour south of here.
World
There's
Golf
also
Village.
one over by O'Hare Airport.
Number 2, what highly talented, albeit often mocked actor lent his voice to Happy Feet 2 in 2011, playing Bill the Krill?
So I had no idea at all. I literally couldn't even come up with an often mocked actor, but then I started listening to Jeremy talk because I wasn't locked in, but he was just going, and then somebody made a joke about 8mm, and I was like, hey, Nick Cage is often mocked. I'm going to go with Nick Cage.
Well, so Carmela wrote down, and I will say it however I want, Shia LaBeouf. And I said, well, he is often mocked, but I don't know that I would describe him as highly talented. And then I had written down 2 names, one of them being Nick Cage, who I said is also often mocked, but I don't know that I would describe him as highly talented, even though he does actually have an Oscar. The one person I wrote down that I thought is both highly talented, I think unquestionably, as well as often mocked, is Christopher Walken. So we put Christopher Walken.
Okay.
All right. And your third question. President Bill Clinton had 2 pets while in office. One was a cat named Socks. The other was a dog. What was the name of the dog?
Once again, here I had no idea.
Yeah.
I was listening to you guys chat. You brought up Arkansas, and I said, I'll call him Rocky. So I named his dog Rocky.
No, I actually like that better than our answer.
We said Scooter.
Yeah, we went with Scooter.
I was thinking Little Rocky. All right. Why don't you tell us what the answers to the 3 questions are?
All right. For number 1, that is Caddyshack.
Cool.
For number 2, actually, I'm going to have my husband.
Are you going to impersonate this actor?
I'm going to have my
It's going to be Christopher Walken.
It's going to be
I'm going to have my husband tell you the name.
The answer is Matt Damon.
Oh, Matt Damon.
I love Matt Damon.
He is often mocked.
Only by Jimmy Kimmel.
No, everybody else does it too.
Yeah, everybody else.
Matt
We
Damon?
do it here.
Including you guys.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, I love Matt Damon.
I like Matt Damon too.
And the third, the dog's name was Buddy.
Oh, it was close.
Bubba was close.
Oh.
Yes, Buddy, which was also the name of my first dog.
Aw.
Aw.
So we both missed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only got Caddyshack, and it's because I pass by it every time I drive to Orlando.
I kind of felt like we were going to miss these. I felt like I was going to miss them because I didn't do well during this game. So I bet middle ground. I bet 45. I'm going to finish with 43 points.
We're going to finish with 104 because I didn't bet. So she obviously bet 0 because winners bet 0. I don't even know what we bet. So what did we bet?
103.
Darn it. By the way, I'm totally okay with that wager.
I love it.
I that's less than I would have bet. So,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
So my feeling was at a minimum you would bet 17-ish and have anyway, it doesn't matter, but I wanted to go higher than that but not bet at all, obviously. So, with a score of 43-1,
we're number 1.
Your
we're
winner.
Number 1. We're number 1.
It's like golf, right?
We're
the lowest
number
score
1.
wins.
We're number 1.
Defeating
We're number 1.
not just Carmela, but trivia professional Jeremy Cahnmann.
I get paid to do this.
You are truly you are a trivia professional. Beating both trivia professionals, Carmela and Jeremy Cahnmann. Your winner is the one and only Jonathan Oakes.
Well, you know what, Jonathan Oakes? I think you and I need to have a rematch in Vegas come April.
Are you going
to meet me there?
Are you going to buy my ticket?
No.
Well, then why do you think I would go to Vegas? Come on.
Because it's Trivia Con, baby.
I'll be there.
All right.
I'll be actually, Mark will be on
Come
later.
and see the grudge match.
Mark will be on later to tell people all about it.
All right.
It'll be cool. All right. So, before we wrap it up, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, come to Chicago for Geek Bowl, and I'm going to...
Everybody's staying at Jeremy's house.
Yeah, everybody's staying no, but me and the guys from Questionable Company and District Trivia, we're going to do a little something fun. I know you guys are doing a big fun podcast get-together.
Thursday night, huge party.
We're going to do something Friday afternoon. There's going to be tons of stuff Friday night and Saturday. It's going to be a good time. You should come to
for
Chicago.
Geek Bowl, get there Thursday
get there
afternoon.
Thursday.
Don't be late.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss the party.
Yeah. Come to Trivia Con in April and Trivia Nationals in August, both in Vegas, both good times. It's going to be fun. Do it.
All right, and Holly?
Just want to give a shout out to our A to Z trivia groupies. So it's a hi to Jared.
You're going to need a new nickname for them.
Well, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you
like
do.
Like the A to Zebras or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, A to Zebras.
Yeah.
What do you think? I think so. Yeah.
You could
Or
say
the
asses to
ass
zebras.
Eh.
Zebrasses.
I think
Aardvarks to zebras?
Zebras is really an animal, you know. It's
All
a
right.
thing. Acceptable
that's
in
a
Scrabble.
thing.
That makes it worth it.
Yep, that's a thing.
Your fans are the Zebrasses.
I think we're going to not go with that.
No, I've already determined they're the Zebrasses. Hey, Zebrasses! Shout out to you guys in Iowa.
They could be the Lambs. Apparently, everybody else's are.
That's Mariah. Duh.
So, to my fellow trash pandas, I want to say hi to Jared and Shelby and Kim and Lexi and Haley and Kinsey and who am I forgetting?
John, you're forgetting John.
William Travis. He's a trash panda.
Yeah.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yep, and yeah, that's it. Pretty much. Thank you, Michael, for putting up with me, as always, and happy anniversary next week.
It's your anniversary. All right, that is it.
That's a sweet.
For Holly and Jeremy and Carmela, my name is Jonathan. This has been Trivial Warfare. Be sure to follow us on social media at Trivial Warfare, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to Trivial Warfare. Be sure to check out the revamped TrivialWarfare.com as your one-stop shop to submit questions, join the community, and get access to over 150 archived episodes. Warm It Up was written and performed by Matthew Stevens. This episode was edited and produced by me, Joel Sharpton. For help with your podcast, visit ProPodcastingServices.com.
By the way, Carmela, do you feel honored to be sitting between two trivia professionals right now? Can we talk about how ridiculous that it is?
Sure, have at it.
No. Anybody who isn't going to Trivia Con, you should come next year, and you can see Jonathan and I get our butts kicked by some real trivia professionals.
No, technically, I am a real trivia professional.
Well, so am I.
I'm just not as good as freaking Brad Rutter and Austin and the rest of the Jeopardy elites.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much about it. I'm just glad you're there.
We're professionals.
We are.
We're competing with each other.
That's right.
Whichever one of us, I want to beat you.
Side action.
Yes,
that's it.
Yes, that's what we're doing. All right. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Yeah.
Thanks for that opportunity.
Thanks, Mark.
All right.
It's going to be a ton of fun, though. You should come.
Absolutely. We hope to see you there.
So, true story. Amanda Walker was on one of her cross-country treks, and she needed a place to crash, stayed at my place. That's like a couple of years ago. And we had a couple people over, Colby and a couple people to play games, and she wanted to make cookies. She went out and she bought some cookie dough to make cookies. She came back and she said, "Where's your cookie tray?" And I just looked at her and I went, "If you make cookies in that oven, that'll be the first time that oven has been used since I've lived here." And she used something and made cookies, and it was still the
aluminum
only time.
foil.
It's still the only time that oven has been used since I lived there. I think she used the tray in like the bottom of like the
aluminum
oven.
foil.
But they were
All
good
right.
cookies, though, I'm sure.
You're sure you didn't need any?
They were chocolate. I didn't try them. But she makes these oatmeal cookies that Amanda Walker, if you're listening to this, I want some of those oatmeal cookies.
I don't know if Amanda listens or not.
Well, we'll find out.
No, tell her.
I'll tell her I shouted her out.
There you go.
Make her listen.
Hi, Amanda.
Jesus, Jonathan, come on.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
So the other day I was thinking about writing around on White House pets, and I didn't, and now I regret that because I would have then had to look this up and had it in my mind from recently.
I only remember socks.
How many D's are there in dent?
Dent?
Yeah.
Like
You're gonna write around.
Dent?
You're gonna write around on White House pets, but you didn't. Like really? How
Are
many?
you making fun of
how many
his Chicago
D's
accent?
are in there? I didn't.
Hey, now. Let me tell you something there, Jonathan. All right? In Chicago, we talk the right way, okay? So I don't want to hear none of your garbage.